Hey, and I'm back with another video. It's been a while. I always say that, but actually it hasn't been that long. Doesn't matter. Made something. Death Egg. Made a new Death Egg this time. I'm actually posting Sonic. Yay! Yeah, I actually decided to make a Death Egg with the shape of a Death Star, but like smaller, so I can actually finish the project this time. I think it turned out pretty well, but we're gonna go through every room I made so far, and I actually encourage you guys to, if there's like rooms that you feel are missing, to let me know. It's like kind of feel like there are rooms missing. Like honestly, what the heck is this? I want to add something here, apart from this terminal. So, this Death Egg is based on the Generations Death Egg. You see a bunch of the lights there on the front cover. You see, try to go for more like dirtier look with more varied grays. And you can't make a covering for this. That's the last Death Egg I made. The second to last. It's too difficult. But yeah, there's some cool things in store for this, so let's get started. Okay, we're going to start right here on floor 1. You can see the Master Emerald being contained. There's a couple of levels, a couple of bridges going there and there. Try to make it gold, a little bit of gray to make it look like the actual Death Egg zone. But then there's this, which is the flooring from Sonic 2. I wanted to represent both versions, which is the same version, but two different games. Understand? It's meant to be like a little switch to reverse gravity, like in the Lego Dimensions one. And just more generic flooring. This is one of the badniks that appears in there. One of the annoying ones. It's meant to be the missiles. I know I could shoot and I don't want to shoot it because it's touch shooter. Death Egg core. It actually works as a core. It's not just for looks. And this is like my makeshift entrance for the thing, but they never show an entrance. This is another one of those badniks. You already have them made. Oh, some bridging. This thing you can kind of flip the gravity and like connect Sonic. I don't have the correct Sonic for this, but we'll use modern Sonic. I am using modern Eggman after all. I'm doing this. Why am I doing this? There we go. Anti-grav. In here you can see some level. You can grab a figure, connect the figure into the clip, and swing them around. Realistically, it would be like from here to here. You can avoid the lightning. Bounce on the spring. Might want to switch this up, but at least it swings equally both ways, so it's okay. And we're back. On to the next floor, we've got nothing. This guy's a little terminal. Actually, like, seriously, what can I do here? Little terminal is like not enough for me, and I have no clue. Over here we have a decent hangar bay, I would say. You've got a capsule. I wanted to make my own design. You can still fit an animal in there. It's for display purposes. Not meant to be like all that. Grab an Eggman figure. Sit them on this smaller Eggmobile. it can still look fine. That's like the rest of the 8 of these. This is hangar bay. There's not much. Just it's meant to just hold the Eggmobile right there. You have the capsule. And some wires for detailing, but there's really not much. Turn this around. Some little spikes so that the another anti-grav button that doesn't do anything because real life exists. But you can take this and rotate it. Also a little bridge for anyone to access this little door. Flip this over, you can see more caution tape that doesn't have the printing because it doesn't have the I don't have the pieces. That's all I could do. And lasers and stuff. It's a death egg. I think I managed pretty well. And in some areas you can kind of see some blue in the middle, in the division of the death egg. Because unlike the Death Star, you can actually see some giant hangars. Yeah, so that's it for this floor. It's like pretty much empty. I made it so that you could have some stability and a good some direction, some actual direction what to do. I was just trying to downscale the $300 UCS one, so I had to know. Here's the final floor, and yeah, started here. This is the Red Eye battle. I added some guns, like anti-aircraft cannons, because it's still the Death Star except Sonic, so yeah. But actually, see this thing? The top can move. Left, right. Have them fight Sonic. Excuse the dust on this thing. Use some relatively old parts. I think it looks. Obviously, it's not to scale, but it's decent. Here, well, here is a Sonic Forces reference of all things. The prison. So you can take your Sonic. This is like the worst Sonic I could have used. I used the happiest Sonic. Now he's in jail. We're gonna forget about Sonic because he's not gonna be important in this review. And Eggman. I am thinking of making this floor black. Maybe for a future little update video. Something. This is supposed to be the Sonic Unleashed Eggman base. The base that Eggman uses in Unleashed. I did like the blue screens with the red outlines. Floor should be white, but it's a Death Egg, so I kept it gray. I tried to make a makeshift Orbot. It came out as good as makeshift Orbot can come out being looking. There's a chair for Eggman with a couple of screens. You can sit on there. You can plan and make the Egg Dragoon. And here's the sub he eats. I used the hamburger from the Iron Man set. And the final room is actually more of like a bonus. The Doomsday Zone. I felt like I had to represent this. If I were to include something from the Death Egg, it'd have to be the Doomsday Zone. Or like a Death Egg robot fight in general, like the first one from Sonic 2. But since I don't have any like Silver Sonics built, and I didn't even begin to think how I was going to fit a Death Egg robot in here, I decided to make a tiny version of the Doomsday Zone. I managed to get some Chaos Super Emeralds, but with Super Sonic, these Hyper Sonic can't cannon anymore. I think this is a fine representation of the Great Aglobo for the eyes. And a heck of a lot of greebling. Which is... I wanted to do greebling, honestly. This was just an afterthought. But it looks fantastic, in my opinion. And here's the top. It's not a perplexed top, it just has a little dome. So, Death Egg. Big one. Personally a fan, but I made it, so I'm kinda biased. Let me see what I can, size compare it to. Yeah, some size comparison would be Darth Vader's TIE Fighter from the Castle Vader. It's modified, but it works. It's okay. And let's see. Scott Summers. Got Cyclops. Anyway, I think that's fair enough comparisons. So, thanks for watching, and really help me. What can I do to fill this thing up? Bye!